But there's a question that came in here, which I know that a lot of people are dealing with, and it's from Siabonga Sux. He's asking, what's the connection between sex and worship? Most wonderful worshippers fall to this sin. Uh, what's the stronghold in this?
Sure.
It's quite a tricky one.
You remember I mentioned something that it's all about who indwells you. Have you noticed that it's a very, I won't be able to answer all of it now. But have you noticed that I mentioned that Lucifer, Satan, who was Lucifer then, when he fell, when you read in Ezekiel chapter 28 and you read in Isaiah chapter 14, you will find that the way he was adorned, the way he was created, the Bible says the way God formed him, he carried this beauty. That is why now, because he fell and he lost the presence of God, and then he was thrown into the earth, his sin was pride. Because his sin was pride, he causes people who are in this, again, music, particularly music, he causes them to be, one, full of pride, two, to be self-engrossed. In other words, he makes them to look upon themselves and see the beauty in themselves. That is why music will always be accompanied with a lot of makeup, with a lot of the kind of regalia, the kind of costumes that are these days, even in Christendom, people wearing costumes that are defining. And the reason is the devil knows very well that once he catches someone with the person who asked mentioned the word stronghold, but once he, let's call it sin, it's the sin of sexual immorality, which that sexual immorality, as the Bible says, when you go and read in Galatians chapter 5, when it mentions all those kinds of sins, one of them is sexual immorality. It says such people will not enter. Now, here's the question. The people that are leading worship, as my fellow brother asked the question, the way they will sing will be because there is no surrendering of the heart. Like there is no offering God praise from the heart that is pure. There is no purity. All that the devil will do, he will make sure he understands the power of, I said earlier on, is the question of the heart. He understands the power of a heart that is polluted, that will release a song that will be polluted. And then suddenly, this question is, that is why you find that most of the people that lead worship in churches and pastors look at them as powerful worship leaders. All of them, most of them, let me not say all of them, most of them have a weakness when it comes to sex, when it comes to sexual immorality. And that's one thing that the devil has managed in Christendom to control and destroy churches. That's what the devil has managed. That's what he's using. That's one of the tools he's using. Because the moment a person has been delivered from that, then that person, Romans 12 says, verse 1, I urge you, brethren, that you offer, listen to this, your bodies as what? As living sacrifice. And then he does not end there. He says, holy, acceptable, and pleasing to the Lord. Meaning, don't bring a prostituted body and expect that that body will be able to carry a melody that is godly. That is why Paul there says, I urge you, present your body. Like I said, that the devil is after bodies. He is a spirit. He is after those he can live in and then make them, now listen to this, make them become his agents who will spread sexual immorality. Now, Paul says, offer your body, one, as a living sacrifice, which means a person can offer a body that is a dead sacrifice as a living sacrifice. Then he takes it to another level, holy, which means righteous, which means holy, pure, acceptable to God. Meaning, as you lead worship, God is not turning his back and saying, I'm not going to receive that, because it's coming from a vessel that is not clean. I hope I answered you.